Hello, ladies, gents, and rebellious godlings on a quest to find their mommy. We are going to play some Hades. I made the quote-unquote mistake of trying it out, and now I cannot stop playing it. Let's do a run right away. I am a capital G gamer, so I enabled Hell mode right away, which is hard mode. I don't know what the experience is like of playing this game on normal mode. I am just that much of an elite, super duper advanced Giga Chat gamer. I don't want to talk to you, skeleton. I'm just going to pick my weapon. It's going to be this one because it's glowing purple. I'm going to pick my relic to start with, which will be the bag full of money. At the end of the run, I will explain all the vertical ways of progression in this game. I just want to jump into the gameplay right away because it's what I enjoy. Being on hard mode, these are harder modifiers of the game that you can enable. You can give yourself extra points of hardness, and that will fill up your bounty gauge, the heat gauge, which will enable you to get a bunch of rewards at the end of certain encounters in the game. Being on hard mode, having these enabled is not optional. So we're going to begin that escape attempt. I am Zagreus, son of Hades, and I am trying to escape hell. It's not really hell, it's the underworld. It's this all Roman mythology. It's another escape attempt as I try to escape the underworld. I am hard stuck on the third world out of 4. Cannot beat the third world boss. The gods of Olympus, they bestow upon me their boons so that I may reach their realm and just mingle with them, become one of their peers, I suppose, so we can choose to upgrade one of the things that I can have. I suppose I do like the cast.
I will keep fighting.
It is an isometric fighting roguelike with extreme vertical progression, which is the option to improve your character after you die. I would deem it impossible for you to win on the first attempt. It is very much like Rogue Legacy in that aspect. You are supposed to die over and over, become more powerful with each run, and that way you will progress further in the game. These are the deals with the devil. We descend upon the realm of chaos to get bestowed an extra boon at the cost of a temporary sacrifice, such as each and every one of the characters. That is one of the big strengths of Hades. I am purposefully talking over them so as to not to spoil so much of the narrative, because the narrative is one of the strongest points of this roguelike, something that is extremely uncommon with roguelikes, right? It's usually focused on gameplay and the narrative is like a side thing that you do. In Hades, the narrative is one of the main selling points, which will come again at the end of the run. We will go through the conversations that happen after you die. So we get the choices here. For the next 3 encounters, each time you attack, you get hit for damage. But if you get through those 3 encounters, you get a better chance of getting much better boons from the gods. Or we can do the slothful flourish. Within the next 4 encounters, you have minus basically half speed, but then your special attack will do over half damage. That is enormous. Or we can go to take more damage from traps, but you will get way more money. This is by far the best. This sucks to go at 50% speed, although this one is actually pretty decent. But let's pick this one because that massive special damage I'm going to go for. I'm done with it. Although the special from the shield that I'm using right now. You saw in the beginning how I chose weapons. There is, I believe, 6 in total. The shield special, it's okay. I'm not super into it. Let's just pick that. It's going to be painful to be moving at this speed, but hey, we do have the dash ability that will enable me to get that out of a lot of bad situations. Let's explain the combat a little bit, because the combat is the main amazing part of this game. I saw the tons and tons and tons of vertical progression. I was like, man, am I into that? I don't know if I'm into that. But then after playing through the game a few times, dying a bunch of times, and seeing just how much pure fun the combat is, I was like, hell yeah, I want to do 20 billion runs to get better abilities. So you got a normal attack, and each weapon would have a different attack / combo. You have a dashing attack, which you can combo nicely with the regular attack. You have a cast ability, which we have modified with Ares' weird spinny blade thingy. And we have the special attack, which in the case of the shield, you throw it and it comes back to you. Each and every weapon will have its own versions of each of those things. The Palm of Power allows you to improve one of the boons that you have gathered. Unfortunately, you only have one of them, so the choices are limited. This is one of the bits of vertical progression. You not always, like, you don't start with this fountain room being available to you. You get to unlock it in the main hub, and now you get to have a nice peaceful room where you can heal yourself. Anyway, we get a choice here of darkness, the main upgrade item, that you currency that you can have, or we can have some gems, which enables you to get better amenities. It's a plethora of different bonuses that you can unlock. Let's go with darkness. I feel like I really should always be prioritizing that, because that is like the main way to make progression happen in Hades. Please, enemies, I will appreciate some enemies. Get bladed. Your anus is mine. That was pretty pathetic. Also, something I forgot, the charge ability. With the shield, you get to block attacks. It is pretty OP, the way you get to block attacks, and then when you release, you get a nice charge attack out of it. So it's pretty nice. Combined with these giant blades, you can just block the attacks and let the blades absolutely obliterate the enemy. It's pretty good. There's traps scattered upon each and every room. It is as an isometric roguelike. Oh, you get all kinds of different rooms. And by now they are very repetitive. But I honestly don't mind it, because the killing of monsters, it is such a good time. I'm just taking way too much damage here. I really shouldn't be taking any damage against these fools, but because I am trying to explain all the nonsense that is happening on screen, I feel like I am not even close to as present. You often get a choice, but you often also do not get a choice on which room, what reward you will get next. This time around, there was no reward to be chosen. It's just the one and only path that you can possibly follow. I feel like Hades, much like Enter the Gungeon, got the moment-to-moment gameplay so right that the vertical progression, which I would normally don't enjoy very much, I would rather have a progression like in Spelunky, where your own skill is nearly all that matters, with very, very few exceptions. No other reward other than this, huh? Okay, I guess I will take it. That nice little heart increased our health total. Very useful. I kind of forget that you can block with this weapon. Is extremely useful. So we can obliterate some of these crystals. I have been being molested. Horrendous monstrosity. Holy crap. Let me just throw a few of these attacks. That should be pretty good. You know, the lack of speed, a bit of a problem. Just look at it destroy me. This would be so humiliating. Oh yeah, I just need to destroy some of these crystals. So to bring down the count of evil rays. Okay, it's almost dead. Once the shield is broken, you can toss them against walls to do extra damage. And now, thanks to this incredible super fight that we have won, Zeus himself.
My brothers Hades and Poseidon once fought bravely by my side. You know that, don't you, nephew?
Amazing. He will bestow a boon upon us. Your special causes lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Your dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Your call makes lightning rapidly strike nearby foes for 1.5 seconds. This one's okay, not one of my favorites. Let's just go with... Continue to improve that special. Because now we're done with what Chaos is boon required. The 4 encounters are over. And now our special does 56% more damage. So maybe if I focus on getting a fantastic shield toss, we're going to do amazing. Now all I need is extra damage on armor for this shield toss, and it will be so OP. And you know, it being a range attack, it is fantastic towards my ability to obliterate my enemies. So I was saying, just like Enter the Gungeon, the momentum gameplay, it's so great. Oh jeez, I've been impaled. That's right, these damn urns throwing mines at my feet, making me salty. Get a few gems, pretty pathetic reward, not very happy about that. This is the game shop. This is some more darkness. We're going to go with the shop because I have $326. We got 300 doubloons. I am sure that Sharon will be happy to take all my money. In fact, he is going to take all my money. I wish I had 4 more so I could afford everything. We're going to get some delicious fast food.
Why not?
Increase the health total that we got, and then a boon from Poseidon. Your attack deals more damage and knocks foes away. It has epic rarity, which makes it a much higher quality. You see how this one is white text? It is like the lowest quality boon that it can be, so it's not as good as this could be. So it's an incentive to pick the top one. We also don't have an attack boon yet. If we had an attack, like say we have picked Zeus attack boon, the Tempest Strike would replace that boon, so it kind of makes it a waste. At least in my experience, I haven't experienced so far combinations. I think there are because the achievements list them, but anyway, we're going to go for this one because it seems like the no-brainer choice. And we carry on for another Hades boon. Not Hades, Ares boon. Not like we could choose. We have no choice in the matter. It's Ares or nothing. Actually, it's Ares or you just stop the video game because you could not be able to progress. See the incredible damage that my shield throw is doing. It is absolutely fantastic. And in my experience, I am clearly a noob when I have not been able to beat the 3rd boss fight in the game. But in my experience, the runs that have been more successful are the runs where I just focus on the one awesome attack. Like, stack that damage on one thing. As far as I am able to. Of course, it's randomly generated, the rewards that you get and all that stuff. So you get so many choices. I don't know if I have given him a gift. I have given the Lord of War a gift. You go to the Codex, you click on Ares, and indeed he has a heart icon enabled. So it does mean that I have given him some of my ambrosia or whatever. I think nectar is called. Once you give one of the characters a gift, they will reward you with one of the relics that we picked at the start, which I grabbed the purse full of money to start with. You can swap them. Once you unlock it, the ability, you can swap them in between worlds, in between regions of the game. So you can reap the benefits of several different relics in one run. Ares wants to maybe give us a dash that clears another Blade Rift. That sounds pretty garbage. I have not enjoyed it so far. After you take damage, inflict doom on foes around you. I hate thorn effects, and I feel like I very much undervalue them because I do get hurt all the time. But my theory is, if you get hurt once, it's because you're bad. You should not be picking rewards that give you thorn effects. That being said, let's pick the epic one because actually this one is a nice upgrade on the shot that I have. Let's do that one. Even though my intuition says I really should be picking one of those. This is a challenge chest It will spawn creatures. The number that of health restored or reward bestowed will go down the longer you take. So the faster you are in obliterating the opposition, the better it will be for your rewards. Thanks to the OP start that I managed to have, we got a almost max reward. That was fantastic. So you get extra health total, that's in maximum health, or you get the hammer. You see the hammer, you pick the hammer. Nothing is better than the hammer. It is... Oh, jeez, this guy. You always tell me you're helping Thanatos, but anytime that you show up, everything gets under completely out of control, and it's a lot more work to kill all the enemies. That being said, being on the very first world is actually the best time that this guy can show up. Basically, you start competing for kills. If you beat him at his own game, like literally his entire mission is to kill enemies because he is death itself, freaking death incarnate. If you're better than him at it, he'll recognize your incredible talent as a killing machine and give you a nice reward. I think every time that I've found him has always been extra full health, extra maximum health. So I don't think he has anything other than that. I could be wrong though. I've not been using the regular attack at all because my throw shield is so much more powerful. Honestly, we are done. I have killed 24 enemies, so we can just let him finish the job. That being said, I believe that you don't get the money that sometimes the enemies drop if you don't kill them, so it still pays to be killing monsters. He gives us plus 25 extra health. That's fantastic. And the hammer. Let me show you why the hammer is the best. Well, it gives you benefits such as your dash strike deals 50% more damage in a large area. These are enormous upgrades. Pulverizing blow. Your attack hits twice, but does not knock foes away. Don't really care about that. As in, I don't care about that part. Attack hitting twice is basically do 100% more damage. After your special hits, your next 2 attacks deal 80% more damage. I am using specials all the time. And this, yeah, we're using the shield for all the time, so that basically gives me a ton more damage done. So here we have another choice of yet another shop. Again, completely random. Sometimes I have gone 0 shops. So we have gone 2 shop spawns this time around. But I only have 128, and I don't have any need for health, so we're just going to go for a regular boon upgrade. And this is how the game progresses, the moment to moment. You have witnessed it in its entirety. It's just, you know, enemies will be different. The boons will continue coming. Your run will continue becoming more powerful. Better Tempest Strike. Better Special. Or a better cast. Like I said, I'm trying to go all in on this special. Maybe it will pay off. The boss fights, they start out as always being the exact same. The more you progress, you start getting some variation. It starts only as being Megara, one of the Furies. But then, once you progress enough, you can also get... What's the other girl's name? I don't know. Badholia and Tisiphone. Badholia, I think, is the easiest. Tisiphone is probably the hardest. I mean, no, Megara is by far the easiest. Tisiphone is the hardest because you'll see what she does. She's a pain in my ass. It's a pain in my freaking butthole. Ow. Really have not been using my incredible ability to block properly. And what I should be doing, instead of trying to attack her, just use this. I just got her, I feel like. See, this is what she does. She reduces the arena size, and it's a massive pain in my ass to dodge the attacks. That being said, it's really not too bad. I really should be using my cast. Unfortunately, the cast does not destroy projectiles. So, you know, it's a bit of a pain to get them to her butt. It's all good. It's all good. Perhaps this is one of the places where I can give you my first gripe with Hades, because while I'm having a great time and I think it's a fantastic game, holy crap, brother, don't get so damaged. That was pretty pathetic. Having a great time, it's a fantastic game. She's dumb. The boss fights do get pretty old. Again, this is from a perspective of somebody that enabled hard mode right away. It is possible that in normal mode, the bosses are not nearly as spongy. As it stands, the way I'm playing it, the bosses are kind of annoying in the sense that they are health sponges. I would rather they did twice the damage with 50% less health. So anyway, we reap the benefits of our purse keepsake. Now we get to swap to a different keepsake that will give me a different benefit. You get to unlock them as you give gifts to the people that you encounter. There are several that have fantastic abilities. Lucky Tooth is perhaps the best I got right now. Just basically gives you an extra life whenever you get murdered. I do like the Cosmic Egg, which enables you to go down to Chaos's realm and get a boon basically for free without having to pay the health price, and also makes it better. That being said, maybe we can get... I do like the Bone Hourglass too. It's very nice to be able to, or just extra health. There's so many things that I could pick. It's just fantastic. Anyway, I'm just going to go with the thing that will give me temporary benefit, which is the Cosmic Egg. Hopefully Chaos will show up. It may be completely worthless to put this on, because just there will be no deal with the devil that spawns completely random. Now we get to pick a little bit of health. There you go. And these are temporary effects. This one ensures that a Chaos Gate will spawn ahead. I will spend 55 coins to get exactly that. Let's do it. And the other one just doesn't seem all that worth it. So we're going to carry on. From Tartarus, we go to Phlegm Point. Pretty sure that's the name. It's Anus Phlegm. There's the Asphodel. Oh, it's pretty close. Let's go down to the Chaos Gate. And this will make, like, the later that you encounter the Chaos Gates, the more pricey they get. Because, sure, at the very start, going a few encounters while gimped is not a big deal. Starting here, going a few encounters with a major drawback, it is not a fun time. Definitely, if you manage to go into a boss encounter with one of these drawbacks, it is painful, brother. It's not a good time. That being said, the Chaos Boons, they're right up there with the Hammer upgrades in how good they are. Anyway, for 3 encounters, you can't get money, but your rewards will be much better. Probably this should be the thing I pick every time, because I am liable to die, and I want more darkness so I can become more powerful. However, my lizard brain will not enable me to do that, because my dumbass short-term brain, he's like, I want to win. I want to win right now. So, you see, I'm not able to make that value judgment. And instead, I just want more damage right now. More benefits for the run that I'm on right now. This will give me more money. And for this one, you get an extra cat. Wow, these are pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. These are all pretty terrible. Not worth the price that you pay. An extra cast is nice. It's not worth facing nearly twice the monsters for 4 encounters. Let's just go for this. I just got done saying that it wasn't very worth it. Keys are yet another thing for more vertical progression in the hub. I think they are more valuable than the gems. Don't quote me on that, though. I am actually not that knowledgeable about Hades. I'm just currently addicted. I've just been learning all the things. See the insane amount of damage that did. Just silly. Just silly. I really need to use the shield more the way that it's intended. You know, you just put up that shield and let... Holy crap. Let my damage over time, or rather the blades that I shoot out, whew, work harder for me. But my shield toss is already a lot of damage.
You should have listened.
That being said, the moment that you enter the third, there's no other barge to pick on. The moment that you enter the third world, it's a massive difficulty spike. Enemies become a lot tankier, so you really want that damage that you can dole out. You really need it to keep up, or you will be in a world of pain by the time you reach Elysium. I mean, my special does do extra damage for the attack. That being said, it's not terribly impressive even when it's buffed. My attack right now, it's pretty lackluster. Please, snake skeleton thing, come to me so I can murder you. Stop, stop teleporting. This is dumb. You piece of garbage. Oh, aren't you powerful? Aren't you powerful? Let's get wrecked. I do like the existence. Holy crap. Stop running into the lava, please. I like the existence of traps all over the arena, because they also damage the enemy. I would be so salty about them if they were Binding of Isaac style and the traps only hurt yourself. I'll be honest, I don't remember whether they hurt. The Isaac's traps also hurt the enemies. But anyway, I don't think Hermes has received a gift from me, so here you go. I don't want to check it, it's too much work.
Accept this gift as a small token of my appreciation. Thank you for always keeping me on my toes.
Zagreus. He's a massive suck up to everybody. But you can tell that he's fake. He's a total sociopath. He's not forming any personal attachments. All he wants is just benefits from the people that he encounters. He's just so full of fake ass niceness. Just like each and every one of these chumps from Olympus. They all have ulterior motives trying to get on my good side. Hermes got off speed. He's going to give me something good. An extra dash is fantastic. Your special is faster. This feels so underwhelming. It's like only 10%. Really? Are you serious? Whenever you are hit, you have a chance to dodge automatically. I feel like this is the intelligent choice. However, this one, you see the icon right here. It is a fated choice, which means that it's a choice that I have not picked yet, which counts toward, you guessed it, vertical progression in the hub. So we're going to pick that one. And it does benefit my shield toss. And it's not like I wasted a choice or anything like that. It's just probably the dash was more powerful. We are a broke-ass piece of garbage, so we're going to pick this one instead. It's unfortunate, though, because this leads to a mini-boss, which it's always aggravating. Let's just fill you up with all of these blades, doing some massive damage here. I was about to say, excuse me, I'm supposed to be harassed by this dumbass monstrosity dropping from the sky, and there it is. It is a two-enemy fight. Nice, I almost went over there and caught damn stones. Oh, being petrified. Okay, Medusa face. You need to die. You need to die now. If you look at the little prompt, when you attack an enemy from the back, it says it's a backstab. So positioning does matter. That being said, you can also disable backstabs and instead get extra damage on the first hit. And where do you do that? That's right, through vertical progression in the main hub. I keep mentioning it like it's a bad thing, but it's just a design choice that you may or may not be fond of. Like I said, I am more fond of the Spelunky style, where it's your skill that improves, not your power. But this is also like in Into the Gungeon. It's a really good mix of vertical progression, where you get the extra power you need, but you also need to be good enough to not suffer so much damage throughout your encounters. Your dash creates a Blade Rift. Again, I'm not terribly into that. Your Blade Rift effects last longer and pull foes in. That sounds pretty fantastic, but 0.2 seconds? Not the biggest increase I ever saw. And then after you take damage, inflict doom on foes around you. Sure, I'll take a freaking thorn effect. Just because it's a fated choice. I've never picked it before because I disdain the thorn effects, even though I get hurt all the time. And they are probably a fantastic way to pile up damage over the long term. And I'm just foolish. I'm prideful. But then again, I am playing as a demigod son of gods. So maybe a little bit of pride is warranted. Do you ever think about that? Maybe I'm just role-playing. Maybe I'm not just full of myself. Maybe I'm role-playing. When you cast your spell, you know, the Blade Rift that usually is just a shot that can be modified in a number of ways. You only start with one charge. By now I have upgraded to 3 casted spells. But you always have to go and pick it up unless you upgrade into a build where you don't need to do that anymore. You instead regenerate them. But I have not done that just yet. I don't think that is bad. I'm just saying I just haven't done it. I need to use my special, then use my giant charge. That probably does a lot. Instead of... What? Instead of spamming, maybe do something like that. It's a lot more productive. Especially because, you know, while I have my shield out, I cannot be hurt from the front. You do need to block it. It's not like 100% impunity to everything. The codex has been updated. Isn't that amazing? I really do like the way that everything is enormously documented. Keeps progress of everything that you've done. Is pretty nicely done. The level of polish... This is a Supergiant game. The level of polish is going to be out of this world. Is going to be off the freaking charts. So now we have a choice of more money, more health. I'm feeling okay with my total health, although probably I shouldn't. I feel like I should be going for the extra health. That being said, I'm going to go for the money because I'm a greedy whore. And I'm just going to go for that cash. And hopefully I will not suffer a terrible defeat as a result. Indeed, more Infernal Doctors. Aren't there just Infernal? Holy crap, that was maybe a bad choice. To stick around for the aftermath of their demise. Kinda dumb for me. Let's see if I can catch up to you, scumbag. Washa! Asso! There you go. I do like this shield. All the choices that it gives you. Catching up to enemies. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to deflect projectiles. Perhaps I would say that is the best boon that you can encounter. That was completely worthless, those shots that I just let out. Please, fellow, I would like to encounter you so we can be done here. That's one of the things. Another thing that I'm a little salty about. The way that sometimes you need to run down the enemies. But not anything, you know, unreasonable. It's just little things that are kind of infuriating. Oh no! That was a mistake. I thought that my shield toss will destroy the rocks. But the rocks, or the projectiles, only get destroyed if they are of the puniest kind. The rocks and the ground waves do not get destroyed. Please, get murdered. I'm being pretty slow because I'm explaining so much. Most runs so far, they go up to maybe 30 minutes and then I get murdered in Elysium. Alright, so we can spend a little bit of money on this fountain. Actually, before we spend any money, is the barge leading me to a shop? No shop. There's Artemis and an upgrade, a pump upgrade. I We're going to go for Artemis because we still don't have a dash or a special. And those, you know, having at least a boon in each and every one of those is pretty damn important. So I think I'm going to just spend all my money. This will give me 24 health. This will also give me health because I have the vertical progression characteristic that enables me to get health when I gain darkness. There you go, a little bit of a nice boost. And your attack deals 30% more damage for 40 coins. Sign me up. That's a fantastic exchange as far as I'm concerned. So we can either get a boon from... Oh, there was a shop down there. Still, I would rather get this boon. The shop is always the best choice if you have the money for it, because you can get an upgrade like this and extra base health and get more health total. So it's a good time. It's a good time.
Particularly light on your feet there, Zacharias. I'd figure Hermes
Yes,
himself
indeed.
was speeding you
Another
along
thing that is
so
pretty
I've
damn
seen him about in
impressive
a
is the
while,
way
really.
that they recorded so many lines for all the interactions with the characters. They will all notice the other boon that you have, make a comment about that. There is a chain of interactions that you have. I have gotten a few repeats, but for the most part, it's all the time just new dialogue. And I am on, I think this is the 18th or the 16th run. So it's like, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of different content that they did. Anyway, I think I won the call because I don't have this particular attack just yet. I feel like I should have one, but the dash strike deals more damage. That's a fantastic upgrade to my dash. But I think we want the call. This is basically the
Huntress.
meter that you see down here. It fills up as you fight. I think as you kill enemies or as you do damage. And then you can expend it if you can either do a pip or you can do the full thing. And it will do damage depending on that. This is actually the boss already. Probably going to destroy my extra life here. Because the freaking Hydra has a way to just murder me. It's just something about, especially if he has the green variation. You see how... Yo! You see how... it has disgusting green venom sacks. Come on, you want to do your impervious? Yeah, there you go. She goes impervious, summons a bunch of filthy heads. We kill the heads, and then we're able to damage the boss again. That be the way it works. Unfortunately, you know, this variety also summons a bunch of ads and a bunch of really upsetting mobs. There's a few of these cats over here. Really upsetting mobs. They have a way of reaching me every damn time. We're done with that. We're going to let the Artemis's call build up. Come on, destroy the egg. Destroy the egg. There we go. Fantastic. Get some of that nonsense going on. The damage dealt continues to improve. Just see if we can destroy these filthy, disgusting cocoons. Die. All right, our call is full. I don't think I have a way to upgrade the damage, so... Oh, there goes the giant damage burst. Whoa! That's painful. Just kill a bunch of filthy hydras. And this phase does get a little out of control. It's a little bit of a challenge. Holy crap, yeah, that's gonna kill me. Thankfully, it's not the end. Oh no! Yeah, there it is. It's just difficult. This boss fight is annoying as hell. This part right here is just too much. I cannot handle it. Especially if I fall into the lava like a buffoon. Maybe I should be making better use of my incredible ability to block attacks. It will help quite a bit. Okay, you filth. just eliminate you forever. I don't think I can build the call to be the ultimate anymore. It's too far from being full. So we're just going to be a little bit more patient. Throw that shield as many times as possible. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that the health on this thing is a little too much. But like I said, on hard mode, what the hell am I complaining about? Maybe disable hard mode and not be such a pussy. You know, so...
All the heads.
Alright, well at least we got that, and it basically gives me full health. That's fantastic. That's why I like that upgrade. The other version, you can choose either to get extra health anytime you pick up darkness, or you can get 3 points of health every time that you complete an encounter. Pretty trash, so I feel like this is definitely the way to go. So now, we got our Cosmic X worth. It was not very good, but I'm glad that I used it. Now I swap to Lucky Tooth, because believe me, I will need that extra freaking health. Extra health from... Extra life. That's the word that I was looking for. Extra life. I ain't got the coin. You can sell a boon for cash. We could get rid of this, but I feel like it does a lot of damage. Those rifts. This is too good. I could sell this. I don't think this did a lot for me. I'm gonna sell it. Just do it. Don't think too much about it. Gives you the ability to buy back that life that I lost. So I go now into Elysium with all of my lives. Now, this run, it feels pretty underpowered. It felt super OP. I'm taking off my sweater, that's why I'm not moving right now. This run feels pretty underpowered. It started out super powerful, but there was not much of a follow-up. Maybe I just did not make the right choices. You see the hammer, you pick the hammer. Maybe I just didn't make the right choices. Either way, maybe what I need to do is just use the shield properly. Throw out the shield throw, then charge up a charge. I think that's a damn decent way of doing things. Liking quite a lot the Rift Blade. I don't think that I should get rid of it. Ah! These guys are so freaking OP. I hate them. I hate them so much. Oh! It is... Oh! Okay, wall slam, bitches! If you don't destroy the eyeballs that drop from their corpses, they will freaking respawn. When they do that, it is very upsetting. I'm going to say that was totally on purpose, so I could show you what happens, but it really wasn't on purpose. I was just being lazy, throwing my shield until hopefully it died. It did not die. Alright, we got another hammer upgrade. Your special deals 50 damage to foes around you when you catch it. Meh. Your bull rush instead fires a piercing shot that deals 80 damage. Your dash strike deals 50% damage extra in a large area. Both of these are fantastic. This basically makes it so I don't launch myself at the enemies. And it does more damage. Just do it. Maybe the dash strike is more useful. But I think that was the right choice. So this enables me to upgrade something. This gives me a boon from Poseidon. I don't have a dash boon right now. So let's see if we can find one of those in the Poseidon area. Hopefully it will happen. So that's what happens, and now I just shoot one of these. I wish that frickin' Athena would show up. She is the one that gives you ways to deflect attacks. And believe me when I say, being able to deflect attacks is massive. I'm liking it as well. But you see how the hammer really comes down upon the enemies when you pick the hammer upgrade? It's just out of control. Not gonna lie, the Artemis call, not great when it's not the full super strike. Yeah. This is a fantastic. If I throw the shield first, and then I throw that one out. That's huge. Oh, you're still alive. Derp. I feel like that hammer upgrade alone was a giant leap forward on our power. Ah, yes, Poseidon. Shut your frickin' face! Their dash damage. Foes in an area and knocks them away. I kinda want this because I don't have one. What are the others doing though? You deal more damage when slamming foes into barriers. I do have quite the pushback, but what does this do for me in a boss fight? It does 0. That's what it does for me, and the boss fight is what has been destroying me, so pass on that. Slamming foes into barriers creates a watery blast in the area. Again, fantastic room to room, but this is what's going to be slightly more useful against the boss. What you got here? Extra health. Striking on damaged foes is better. And for 6 encounters, you can cast one more thing. Let's just get health and carry on with my life. There's no shop. I feel these are really good. My health total, though, is hot garbage. It's just not keeping up right now. Let's go for that one. It's just... I feel like these are where the power is at. Let's just go. More power. Don't worry about it. We'll find a shop with plenty of money at some point. Just get extra power. That will sort things out. Here you get to choose. Whoever you don't choose is going to be pissed and throw a bunch of enemies at you. And then forgives you and gives you the boon anyway. So let's grab Artemis. So this will replace the title dash. Dash strike damage plus 60. What does the title dash do again? Damages foes in an area and knocks them away. I just picked this up. But this is clearly better, right? Title dash. Oh yeah, the dash itself. This one gives better damage to the dash strike, which I'm not really using in this one. What do the others do? After you deal critical damage to a foe, for near is marked, but I'm not doing any critical damage. Your critical effects deal even more damage. I am not doing any critical damage, so all of these choices are garbage. It's like, I mean, critical hits are fantastic when you have ways of inflicting critical damage. I guess I'll just get this and hope that eventually I will have ways to doing critical damage.
When presented with a choice to side against
Zeus is pissed now. He is so mad. Oh, he's mad. And now I am stuck. Being rained. All kinds of horrible pain is being rained upon my person. Oh, well, a mistake may have been made. This is unreasonable amount of damage. I just now realized, that this shot is piercing. Oh, jeez. Did not realize pissing off Zeus is a terrible idea, and I regret all my life choices. Let me just find the damn eyeballs. Just murder the eyeballs. This is not over. There's several waves. It's super painful. Oh, jeez. Got close to the freaking trap. Yeah, these boon choice encounters, they're certainly not trivial. They're a freaking pain in the ass. Oh! I'm surrounded. I'm just surrounded on all sides. There's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. The problem with Zeus raining pain upon me is the fact that I have a charge up attack, so I can't stand still for long enough to charge it. Oh! I dashed through that. That was total bullshit. I totally dashed through that. There go the 200 coins that I spent. Sure, great call. Why not? Artemis, please save me. I did choose you over this lightning piece of garbage. This should be it, though. Holy crap. That was so painful. At least he does give you the boon at the end.
All right, let's call the score between us settled up for now. Just don't go spurning me again, you understand?
I do whatever I want. Whatever benefits me, that's what you get, bitch. Your lightning effects also make the foes jolted. I do have lightning coming out of my anus, so that's fantastic. Lightning bolt effects have a chance to strike twice. I think this is definitely the way to go. And then billowing strength after using call, you deal more damage for 15 seconds. That's probably objectively the best, but we're going to go with that one.
All right, Lord Zeus.
And what do you have? Gems for another trial, huh? I don't think my health total can support that. I'll get so trounced. Let's just go. Let's just go. Hopefully not the Minotaur. Please not the Minotaur. It's the freaking Minotaur. we may just lose here.
Yeah, well,
Even when this guy is by himself. You see, the third region's boss is this guy plus another guy. Just by himself, he has killed me twice. So, I think that should tell you just how much trouble I've been having. That being said, you can't block it, you know. Perhaps the best thing to use. Ooh. The best thing. Best weapon to have. Ooh. Don't underestimate it though. But you don't want to just stand still because sometimes he'll do like a cross up. Super annoying. Instead, this is working out. You can just block the charge. Huh? This shield is OP as hell. It's fantastic. Ooh. Maybe use the shield, then charge up a few attacks. Halfway's there. Yeah. You do your charge. That will be amazing. Okay, now he enters phase 2. Phase 2 is where I get destroyed all the time. Because of that massive... do you see the projectile pouring out? Okay. What is happening? The projectile that comes out when he does the ground slam is huge damage. I just got hit by a freaking ground slam. Thankfully, my giant tooth. Crossed up. What a piece of garbage. Yeah, I actually blocked that. That was pretty nice.
I'll take care of this.
And now he just walks out.
I yield. Thank you for sparring with me, short one.
That was not sparring at all. You nearly freaking murdered me. Piece of trash. Freaking cutscene runaway. I could have killed you. At least Artemis is here to help me.
in the name of Hades.
So this is yet another loss at the boss fight. I don't think that I can possibly get around that. After you deal critical damage to the foe nearby is Mario. After you cast, hit an attack or special, fire seeking arrow. Oh, that is one of the better. I really do like that one. Like that one. Your critical effects deal even more damage or to armor. I wish I did have critical attack. That gives you massive damage boost. Depending on your weapon, if you have a spammy weapon, it will be enormous. With this, it is still a big fat pile of extra damage. Ow! Did not realize there was a floating freaking arrow ready to pierce my ass. Woo! Please, I would like my life not to be over. I would appreciate it a great deal. It's just too much. Come on, I should have totally blocked each and every one of those attacks. Nope. Do not grab. Come on! I think that was like splash damage, and that's why it hurt me. It's not over. They all have armor, and you see, this is where the quality of your run makes or breaks the run. I have not been able to find a single way of doing damage to armor. You see how armor takes forever to eliminate? It is a problem. It's a real problem that makes enemies a lot more capable of murdering you. Oh! Holy crap, did not even see that one. Because he was an egg that came back. Freaking eggs! Okay, you're almost dead. Just chase down the freaking egg. There you go. Couple more here. Chase down the egg. Murder the egg. Look, it's okay. All we need to do is find a freaking fountain and then a shop. And we will get all of our health back. Don't you worry about a thing. It's going to be just fine. This is either money or Zeus. Both of those are trash garbage. Actually, no, we're going to go with money because I'm going to bank it all on finding Sharon right before the last fight. Except we got wrecked with archers. Archers are actually fairly easy if you have good mobility. Oh, we gotta kill the eggs. Kill those damn eggs. Maybe it's time to stop charging attacks and just dash into all of these scumbags until they get melted. I don't know what you are. A bunch of crystals? Bunch of freaking crystals? I don't know what those do. Ah! He shot me in the face. I think I just got murdered by a trap too. Whoa, almost there, almost there. Just gotta survive another wave. Oh no, it's a butterfly enemy. And here I am. Without the ability to destroy projectiles or reflect them. How about I just use this skull a bunch of times? It will help me out. Why is this not over? I disagree with this fight not being over yet. Gotta find those eggs and destroy them. Gotta find... Oh! I think I killed the egg. That's what matters. Butterflies, please. I mean, if I simply charge up my hit... No! Almost killed me. Go find the egg. I swallowed a butterfly. I choked on it. And then I dropped dead. Well, that was extremely painful. I can't possibly blame the choices that I received. There was at least a 50% chance of me being incompetent at every single opportunity. So that's where I'm stuck freaking Elysium. So anyway, you die, you come back to the hub. And then you have conversations. The conversations, they never repeat. It's like its own progression going on through the game. Each time you come back, I mean, I'm sure eventually I'll get to the end of it, right? There's no infinite freaking text to be getting through. But each and every time you die, you get like its own line of progression with the NPCs. You get to know more about them. At the start, I was memeing on them all the time, but you know, you kind of get to know them, and it's a lot more fun, especially my waifu, Megara. It is all...
Surprised you didn't requisition the list yourself.
It is all very interesting. I am purposely skipping through them so you don't get to look at them. But it's all beautifully voice acted. Voice acting is up and down a little bit of spotty microphone usage. It's like some of them recorded their lines from the bottom of the ocean or something, but Hades is always salty because we're trying to escape.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it? Your impertinence.
Okay, we'll just have to build a sundial. All
Orpheus.
right, so, you talk to everybody. They all have things to say. Not everybody has things to say. Man, my beautiful wife is not even here today. Megara is nowhere to be found. The shop, you can trade items for other items. For 10 gems, you can get a key. For 5 keys, you can get a nectar. There's always some kind of deal. For 100 gems, you can get a diamond. Blah, 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 blah. That is one way that you can do with your currency. Another thing that you can do, you can spend gems or diamonds in the architect to get better chests out in the world. You saw that challenge chest that we found. That is what it is. But there's also all kinds of other benefits. Your weapons, Dark Thirst, gives you plus 20% gems. Chamber rewards give you plus 20 doubloons. You see all these different things that you can unlock. Then there's a whole bunch of cosmetic things. Probably they also do some kind of side nonsense, maybe lore related or a tiny benefit inside your run. So you can continue spend. This is, by the way, 2023, 2 years after release. So a bunch of these were not on release, and you can even unlock the songs that you want to be played in the little song repository. Let's just play that. The House of Hades right now. Hades. That's another system of progression. What else is there? Well, you go in here into the place where you keep all your weapons. No, this is your freaking bedroom. This is the main way of progression. You get darkness and you spend it on upgrades to yourself. You use the keys that you have found to reveal more of these. I think I started with these 4 and I have hit that key button twice to unlock more. You can either upgrade these, you swap them over here, and you get a different kind. For example, you can either get 3 points of health each time that you complete an encounter, or you can get Dark Regeneration, and every 60% of darkness becomes, or rather, also gives you health. So each one of the
Maybe like this.
upgrades will have an alternative version. It's pretty damn badass. It's pretty awesome. So I have 694 darkness. You saw how I could revive once I got killed. Well, you can get an extra rank and now have 2 extra lives. This seems like the best way to progress through the game. Just get yourself extra lives and be able to go a little bit further. I know what this does. Reclaim any, giving out the benefits they grant for now. Basically, you get a respec for the price of just 1 key. I had not hover over that until just now. So let's continue hoarding darkness so I can get as many freaking extra lives as possible. Who cares about getting a little bit more cash at the start, huh? So that's another way of vertical progression. Another way of doing things is, you remember that choice that I made because it had the little prophecy icon? Here are all the prophecies, which is basically, hey, do things in the game. When you complete the list, you get a reward. Most of them are for gems, but there's also very good rewards like, hey, if you win the game, you get 1,000 darkness. There was also a 15, whatever the hell that is. Then there's some here. This one gives you, I don't know what exactly you need to do, but these are upgrade items for your weapons, which we will see very, very soon. So that's another vertical progression system. There are, I think, 3 more. There are the keepsakes. You saw them swap them in the middle of the run. They get upgraded for the encounters that you carry them with you. So, for example, you equip this, and then you clear 25 encounter with them, so they will rank up, become better quality. That's what happened with Lucky Tooth. It started at 50 health. Now it respawns me with 100 health, and that is the way they all work. I have yet to give 1 to 6 gifts to NPCs that I have never seen, or that I have yet to give a gift to, and that will unlock their keepsake. So that's another bit of progression. What else? You don't start with all these weapons. You unlock them with chthonic keys, and I have unlocked these 3 over here. After you unlock them all, you see how I have the shield equipped? This is our friend Skelly over here. He's our sparring partner. After you equip one, you can click on it or, you know, use it. And then this is the weapon improvement progression system where you spend your, whatever the hell is called, the blood of the buttholes, and you get level up your weapons or unlock a different mode. You can unlock the aspect of chaos after you bull rush. Your next special throws multiple shields. You know, different modes for the weapons to function in. It gives it a special kind of different power. For example, this one I unlocked the aspect of Nemesis, and it gives you better critical chance when you do the special attack. Gives you a critical chance after the special, which is that Nova right here. And that's another way of progressing through all of your items. So you see how, sure, you can have the incredible skill to beat the game. I don't think it's even possible on your first run. I don't think you could do it unless you're some kind of hyperhuman, super mega tool-assisted monstrosity. So the game is designed with, you know, death and rebirth in mind, and it's part of the game. Dying in your game is all part of it, so you can go back to the hub and get all those upgrade mechanics going on. You see how this one glows purple? It gives you 20% more darkness. And it's a very nice way of getting you to use all your different weapons instead of just picking your favorite and upgrading the crap out of it. You can still do that, but you will not be benefiting from the plus 20% extra darkness. So that's Hades. That's the entirety of it. I know that I've spent an hour in this thorough look at the game and how it plays 2 years after release, when you probably already know all of these things. But I've been fairly obsessed with it, and I'm not going to stop playing it anytime soon. So hopefully you had a good time. I'll see you in the next one.